charge already seems pretty high. We are out here moving around the cars, and yeah, the Mustang is dead. I don't think it needs that much power. It looks like the voltage is pretty high on the battery. I think once it gets a little over 12, we should be perfectly fine, but it was dead. So I started cranking. I was trying to shoot the intro in the BMW M5, but then my dad was having struggles with the Mustang, so I pretty much ran out, put the charger on, which happens to be in the Lambo. Headlight is literally getting fogged up by the Lamborghini exhaust. I took a good whiff of the smoke, so that's probably not a good sign. M5 might not be the only one suffering from this very soon. Such a nice day out here. We should be recording the new intro for the YouTube channel, but we'll see when we do that, since we have a lot of other things to get done today as well. Mustang is ready to go, so I should start pulling out very soon. Here goes nothing. Now we're in the Lambo. The guy should be coming in like half an hour, and we have a bunch of stuff to move actually, so we're not to move as quickly as possible. I'm not trying to get that close to that spider. Let's see if I can find a broom. Quite the day, quite the day. It is almost midday already. I've just been grinding. Taking the cars out for this intro video. Driving experience in these cars are so different that I literally feel like I'm a midget in this car right now. Damn fun. But here we are, we're about to shoot the new intro to the vlog. We don't have the Mustang, so I'm going to do something a little different with that, but we do have the Lamborghini obviously, and we have my sister behind me in the M5, and yeah, we're just going to shoot this video that shouldn't be too long, but it should be a nice addition to the channel. We're trying to upgrade our quality to the max, so we are, you know, shooting a new intro. We haven't had an intro in a very long time, and yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm probably going to keep the camera running, and we'll just figure out what parts we keep, what parts we don't, but it's a ride along nevertheless, with all of you viewers and supporters. Lamborghini. Well, you guys saw that reaction. Probably won't catch that many since we're more or less in the cuts. So, you know, we're not going to be interacting with anybody really, especially considering it's a two-way street. So nobody could really pull up next to me or anything like that either. But that was pretty cool. They say good on the clutch to be riding around uphill, but you know, we got to do this intro for you guys, so we're just going to pretty much do the opposite of what we should be doing with the car. But regardless, even if we weren't in the hills, we would be stuck in traffic on the road. So, you know, from what I've been told, it's also not good on the clutch to keep sort of moving in stop and go traffic, which pretty much is what these California roads are. Came in a little too hot on the first speed bump, so definitely slowing down a little bit more. Wouldn't want my car to be broken in the new intro. That would be pretty embarrassing. Probably wouldn't even make the cut. Oh, look at all the horses. Wish I could fit the horses, to be honest. Private driveway that I've never noticed before, actually. The weather is literally so nice. It's so perfect to take the cars out. This park, but my sense of direction is so bad. I'm starting to think that the park was actually somewhere else and not over here, but I'm still fairly certain that it actually is here. I just can't remember exactly where it is, but you know, here goes nothing. I guess we're just going to keep going and then figure out which direction I should be driving in. Should I go uphill or should I remain going downhill? But we're just going to see. Discussing shots, and now we're about to start taking them, see what they look like, and go from there. I feel like I noticed people looking at the car, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, let's see what we can do with this intro. I'm pretty excited about it. I've been waiting for the intro for a full minute. Obviously, was waiting for the car to come back. See how they turn out, and let's see. We caused enough madness on this area, and I'm sure people notice because there are people outside here and there as well. So we're going to leave the area. I wanted to shoot the cars, you know, at some point I was like, maybe we should shoot two of them in the same place, shoot the Mustang somewhere else. Other times I was like, maybe it would be a reasonable idea to shoot in different places, maybe not too far from each other, so it makes it easier to actually drive. I don't want to spend half the day trying to shoot an intro, you know. So yeah, that's what we had in mind. But considering the ruckus we may have caused over here, it's probably a good idea to leave at this point. And yeah, not get the cops called on us, especially considering obviously I was trying to get the revs up so you could actually hear the car in the intro and everything. I don't think I've ever gone up this way, so this is an interesting experience. Usually, or literally every time I've gone here, I always go the other way. Pretty nice scenery though, pretty nice scenery. Nice and quiet, outside of me making a ton of noise. But I guess that's just a common theme everywhere I go with the cars. I'm generally not a loud person by any means. I don't think anybody would ever say that. But, you know, the cars, they make their presence known for sure. You guys can see those houses on the hills. Used to know somebody that lived up there, actually. But, yeah. I find it interesting that when my sister's leading, she drives hella fast, but when I was leading, she was driving hella slow. I do have the brake wear symbol again. It might just be from excessive use. It showed up when I started doing flybys, quote unquote, for the scenes. And I had to keep like stopping the car, turning back around, coming back around, and so on and so forth. So when I was doing that, the brake wear alert started showing up. So I think it's from excessive use. Should probably go away, but we'll just see what happens, I guess. But regardless, pulling up to the next spot, which should be not too far from here. Still in the hills. Don't have any real idea on where we're going to shoot the Mustang. Obviously we don't have the Mustang, so we'd have to go back home and then come back with that car. But you know, trying to make sure the cars are safe when I'm actually driving for the scenes, but also the car that I leave parked. Gotta make sure it's safe. A lot of these roads are just two-way streets, so gotta be as careful as possible to make sure that, you know, we're parking somewhere safe. We don't want to create a hazard for people passing by, and we don't want to make a hazard for ourselves. You know, gotta make sure my sister is safe when she's recording. Gotta make sure I'm safe driving the way I want to drive for the intro, and, you know, sort of having the car have high RPM so you can actually hear it in the intro. So we're trying to make sure it's as safe as possible for everybody while we do have some fun shooting this intro that will probably last for a while, actually. And we'll just see, maybe each time I change the collection, we'll change the intro or something of that nature. But I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what I maybe have in mind right now. I don't necessarily believe we're going to get anything new anytime soon. If I did get something, I mean, realistically, right now, you know, if the channel starts doing even better than it's doing now, and so on and so forth, I think we're probably looking at a Ferrari, or, you know, maybe a Range Rover, or a Bentley, since I missed out on the Bentley this time around to get the M5. So it's probably going to be one of those three cars. I think the most legit one would probably be the Ferrari, but we'll just see what we end up doing, I guess. You know, but that obviously would also be the most expensive. So we gotta keep that in mind. Obviously, as the channel does better, we'll modify the cars. I do want to twin turbo this car. I do want to twin turbo the Mustang, and we'll probably just tune the M5. I don't want to do anything too crazy with that, especially if we're using that to run errands and stuff. But even under a tune, I think we're going over like 700 horses, which should be, you know, more than enough. I mean, even at 600 horses, it's more than enough to have fun and do what you have to do with the car. But we'll just see. Obviously, we're going to continue modifying the cars. We're going to keep expanding the collection as well as we can. And we just pulled up to a park, I guess, and we're just going to leave the Lambo here for the next several minutes to shoot the M5. Now we are in the M5, trying to figure out how we want the shots to look. And yeah, let's see what we could do. It would be cool if it popped and crackled in the intro, but you know, who knows if we'll be able to pull that off. But regardless, let's see what we could do with the M5. And I guess head back home. We're probably going to shoot the Mustang scene a lot closer to my house. We're not that far from my place, I guess, but you know, I don't want to come out this far just for the scenes. All right, so we are working out first shot. I'm trying to get accustomed to this area we're in, since I'm not super used to it, and I'm also not trying to cause any chaos. Damn, this person has a blue M5. Looks really similar to mine, actually. But I would say that the color of theirs actually looks better than mine, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, looks like we have some space. Picks up speed so fast, and yeah, it's interesting. Unfortunately, we have to go up this long ass road. There's a roundabout somewhere. As I mentioned, I'm bad with directions, so I don't even remember where it was, but I guess I'll just turn over here and then let's see what I could do. So it's like a private driveway over here, so I don't want to be in anybody's way. Okay, let's see. Good to go. Going downhill, because at that point I might just see God, because if I'm going that fast downhill in this car, then who knows what might happen. There's no people around, and any car that is around, they obviously pass by, and I assume they're not, you know, going back and forth, so they only see me once and then I kind of disappear after that. I thought the dip on my house was bad, getting in and out, but that shit was pretty bad. Alright, let's see. All good over here, and I think that should be good enough for the shots with the BMW, so we're probably just going to go home after this and shoot the Ford Mustang pretty close to my house, like I mentioned. That was a nice Benz. But we're a Beamer gang today, boys and girls, so I guess we gotta pretend that we don't like Benzes, even though we do. I'll probably cut out the scenes with my sister in it, but we had a miscue. We wrapped it up and she was showing me the pop and crackle scene, which came out really good, but we realized that she had recorded the videos in portrait. I believe that's portrait mode, so it was going up and down, so it'd be perfect for TikTok, but unfortunately it simply would not work for
scale 40 feet.
It just would not work for our intro, because it has to be recorded the other way around. So we're just reshooting, since we already have in mind exactly what we want to do. It shouldn't take too long. We're just going to do one flyby going up, and we're just going to record it going down. And yeah. And that'll be pretty much it. I think that's good enough. Obviously, we recorded, I don't know, maybe like somewhere between like 4 to 6 scenes the first time around. We're testing it out. I was doing different stuff, and yeah, but now we pretty much know what we want, so it shouldn't be too complicated to do or replicate at this point. All right, here comes Pop and Crackle. Ask my sister if it worked. I mean, I don't think it popped and crackled at all. Okay, I mean, okay, we'll just do it again then. Just spoke with her. Apparently it didn't pop and crackle at all, or it didn't backfire, so there was no crackling noise. It might have made some noise, but not really, unfortunately. So we're going to try again with the car. I just tried it, as you guys saw over there, when it was parked, and it made the noise. So I'm not sure why it didn't make any noise on the way down, but we'll just see what happens. Maybe I put it into neutral too soon, and it probably started like getting a little funky or something, so it wouldn't maybe let me rev as higher or something, or maybe I just didn't rev that high. I'm not 100% sure what went south, considering it was popping and cracking perfectly fine when I was in park. But let's try it again. I mean, if it doesn't work for whatever reason, I think we'll just let it be. I don't want to spend too much time trying to replicate that, even though I think that was a really cool touch, especially with the fact that the Lamborghini exhaust obviously doesn't make noise. So it doesn't pop and crackle. I mean, obviously it does make noise, and I'm sure it'll sound good on camera, but obviously it's not the same level of excitement, I guess, as some people might get out of the pop and crackles, since Lamborghini is very unique in its sound. Is that a bullet Mustang? That's interesting. Let's see. Let's put it into neutral. crisp as it has been in other clips, but you know, we might just make do. And yeah, let's just see. All right. That was easy. So we're just going to do this. So that was actually easy. We thought there was no road over here and I would have to actually go all the way down to come back, but it looks like we're fine. I just don't know if my sister will be in place. Area, which I don't think you've ever, well, you guys have never done an angle like that before. So let's just see. Let's do this. Alright, now we're going back down. I think we're catching one more shot. She said she's sort of helping me direct all of this. So we're going to catch one more shot with the Lambo in a different area. I have no idea when the Insta360 ended up shutting off, but we are on our last shot at this point. And yeah, we'll just, our last shot of these two cars at least, and we'll just head home from here. But, you know, I'm not sure how much was recorded, given the fact that the Insta360 stopped working, I guess. And I'm not really sure when it did stop working. Some eyes. What keep doing? Isn't it down there? Alright, we're going through all this gravel and shit. They slow down because they want to see the car, and I'm trying to wait for them to get out of the way, so it creates like this awkward situation where they want to see the car and I'm trying to, you know, get them out of the way so I could keep moving. So it's interesting and a bit funny actually. Ended up dying a while back. I'm not sure how far along it died because at one point I did start recording again, but unfortunately it died. But I hope I caught enough for you guys. I mean, we literally have been going on a whole adventure for the intro, and I probably wasn't going to use all of the scenes anyways. So I hope we caught enough good stuff to have you guys see the background pretty much of us recording this new intro for the vlogs.